Have you published a book on Amazon through Kindle Direct Publishing and it's been out for 6 months, a year, maybe longer, and it is completely dead? You have little to no sales. Well, then stay tuned because we're going to talk about 7 ways to revive your dead book. Hey everybody, this is Ashley with Publish with Ashley, where I talk about how to publish on Amazon, how to maybe take those things and repurpose them and use them on Etsy or other platforms. So please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can continue to get tips and tricks and things like that. Okay, so we're going to have 7 tips here, and the first ones are ones you want to try first. The ones towards the end are the ones that really after you've done the first things, that's when you want to start doing the second things, or the things towards the end. They'll make sense as we go along. So the first one is actually just try changing the price of your book. This is actually one that I don't do this as much as I should, but just adjusting your price up a little bit or down a little bit. I would probably start with down a little bit. You could do $1, but just 50 cents maybe. If you're at $9.99, maybe try 95 cents or $9.99, whatever, $6.99, go down to $6.49 or something like that. But try adjusting your price by just a little bit. The fact that you've gone in there and looked at your title, Amazon it re-looks at your book when it has some sort of refresh like that. So it is a good idea to get in there, even on ones that are selling, to maybe adjust the price a little bit and see if that can boost your sales or get Amazon to kind of look at your book a little bit more. Now the next one is, and nobody wants to do this, is change your cover. Especially if you've been doing this for a while and you look back at your books that you made in the beginning, maybe they were a great idea, but the cover just isn't good. So something to definitely try is try and refresh your cover. Spend a little bit more time looking at the sellers or the best sellers in that area, that region, and kind of pick out things that they are doing well. What catches your eye? I usually try and look at the page and say, what do I like about these? What do I not like? What are they doing? And I call it like topographical or topics. Do they have a big image on the cover? Is there certain colors that stand out? Is there certain fonts? I start looking at it not to copy per se, but to see what elements catch my eye, and then I try and incorporate those elements into my design when I redesign a cover. And honestly, sometimes my best redesigns of cover have really come like a year after. When I was trying it, I thought it was the best I could do, and then a year later, I've learned more, I just know more, or I just have a different take on that subject, and I can create a much better cover. So if you have a book you really believe in, redesigning your cover definitely might be a way to go. And most likely, if you're new, it's definitely the way to go, because when you're starting, your covers really are terrible. My first covers were really terrible, and even now, I design some bad covers, but most of my covers tend to be pretty good now, but occasionally I do have bad covers. We all do. So number 2 was change your cover. The third one is change your description. Look at your description. Is it too long? Is it just one paragraph? Bullet points are really nice. People, they kind of glance over big paragraphs or even just one little descriptive paragraph. That is just hard for people to process. I had someone tell me that because of their ADHD and how they process things, if it's not like marked off into sections, they have a very hard time processing it. Bullet points or bolding like the top sentence and the bottom sentence and having like bullets in the middle, that really helps someone who has just challenges reading or focusing. So that is definitely something you can try and doesn't take too long to do. Make use of, now that KDB has the ability, you can bold right in there. Before we had to create scripts and things like that. You don't have to do that anymore. So definitely go back and look at some of your older titles and see if you want to fix the description. So number 4 is A+ content. Either do A+ content or actually refresh your A+ content. Just like in covers, you may have thought what you did was good, but it's not necessarily right now that you've had time to think about it or some more perspective. For A+ content, what I want you to concentrate on is look at it from your buyer's point of view. If you are doing something with kids per se, like kids activity books, what you want is to appeal to the parents and also appeal to the kids. So how you can do that is A, from the parent side, is it educational? Is it fun? Is it bright colored? Do I see pictures of kids, happily scribbling in their notebook? Think of it from that point of view. What do I want to see as a parent? Now, as a kid, you want to see, what types of, coloring pages are in there. They want to be clear and concise. And kids aren't buying, but parents do. I've asked my kid, do you think you would like this type of book? So you want to think of that aspect too. So when you're creating your A+ content, think about your audience and what they are looking for and what they would want. If you were purchasing this item, what would you want to see? And really think of it from it's really hard, I suppose, to divest yourself from your own work and say, how would I see this? But you could also ask a friend, what would they want? Now, the next one is Amazon ads. I would definitely try and boost a dead book with some Amazon ads. And I would do that after, this is the after part, after you've done your cover, after you've fiddled with the price, after you've changed your description and added A+ content, because then now your book is ready for ads, right? You've refreshed that listing so that it looks new and fresh and bold. Now you can start advertising on Amazon. And I would actually, this is the first line of advertising I would use, and I'd start very small. 5-10 cent ads. And I know that's not going to get a lot of impressions, but it is going to give you some data. Are people just not clicking on your ad at all? All right. If they're not clicking on your ad, then you can say, maybe that cover is not good and I need to redo my cover again. Now, once they start clicking on your ad, is it your description? Is it they find another product on the page more of their interest? Did someone just accidentally click on it? I don't know. Some of those, when they click on it, it's harder to answer why they didn't actually purchase it. But some of that has to do with what is your description inside. But it does give you some data, especially even at the small ads price points, like 5 cents. Now, the next thing, if you're brave and bold, is you could try Facebook ads. For nonfiction books, for novels, Facebook ads can be very, very profitable. I know a lot of people who do really well with Facebook ads, but they are much harder than Amazon ads. So that is something that if you're either have a larger budget or you're a little more brave, or maybe you have some experience with Facebook ads from something else, use that. Lookalike audiences are one of the big things. So if somehow you can get a lookalike audience and if you don't know what that means, maybe Facebook ads aren't the place you should start at. Start at Amazon ads, but that is an option. The next thing I would do is, I know a lot of people who are really doing well with TikTok. I have a lot of friends who are doing well with TikTok. I'm not brave enough yet on TikTok yet. I know how to use it and how you're supposed to use it and all that sort of stuff, but my consistency on TikTok is not. So you need to be consistent on TikTok. But I do know people who are very successful on it, and if you have a book that could lend itself to that, calendars, prompt books, easy TikTok videos for that, or let's say it's a prompt book. And so you can just literally read the prompt and then write a few lines in it for the video and then read those funny lines out loud. Like, you want to capture people's attention. So I know people's TikTok channels who do really well where they just fill out their daily planner every day. It's kind of in fast speed so that someone doesn't have to watch you slowly fill it out. But they're an artist. They draw all these wonderful things all over their daily calendar and have beautiful handwriting. And that's not me, but that doesn't mean you can't do something else. I know another friend who has a poetry book, and she just reads her poetry. She picks like an excerpt and reads the poetry, and that's her TikTok. She does quite a few of them and then puts them out there. So TikTok is a way that you could definitely, if you're consistent and want to use it, there is definitely ways to use that. And as I talked in my last video, someone had a YouTube channel. So if your book lends itself to YouTube, that is something you can do. TikTok, YouTube, you can actually reuse the same videos for both. So that's a way to do that. So that was number 7, was be creative with TikTok. So let me go through all those again real quick. Number 1 was change your price, adjust it. Amazon likes when you get in there and do things with your listing. Change your cover was number 2. Change your description, number 3. Add A+ content or fix up your A+ content was number 4. Amazon ads, try those, number 5. Facebook ads, number 6, and be creative with TikTok/YouTube. All right. I hope these were really helpful for you. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please make comments, things you want to know about. Let me know what you're interested in learning about KDP and low content books, and I am happy to help you. All right, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.